Hello everyone, welcome to my live again. This is Let's Talk with Ene. Hello, hi, nice to meet you. Is it Hugo Melon? Mhm. Sorry if I pronounced it wrongly. Thank you so much for joining my live. You're welcome to my live. Nice to meet you too. How is Moscow or which part of Russia are you? Hello everyone and welcome to my live. This is Let's Talk with Ene. Please don't forget to drop a comment. If you have a question, please ask. Let me know where you are joining me from. And don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. Thank you for joining this live. Don't worry, it's still okay. Provided you're communicating, that's fine. Nice to meet you. But I hope you can understand me and you can hear me. So I see there are people on this live. Please drop a comment. Let me know. Let me know I'm not here alone. If you have a question, you can ask me. I mean, you're welcome to my channel, my small channel, a place where I talk a lot about productivity, where I talk a lot about consistency. I talk about how to create the best version of yourself because I am also on a journey to creating the best version of myself. I mean, it's a journey I am currently. So I'm sharing my experiences. I'm sharing the lessons that I'm learning, how I'm able to stay productive, what I'm doing well, what I'm doing wrong. And I'm also growing this channel doing that. And I also talk a lot about I sometimes talk about my research experience. I'm currently doing my PhD and sometimes I chip in things from my PhD experience. It's been a very interesting journey, such an interesting one. I mean, yesterday I was talking about how this research is teaching me a lot about resilience and patience. And it's teaching me how to I think uh, I feel like I even need to start a series. Lessons from PhD or lessons from research. I mean, one of the things that this thing is teaching me like today, I feel like it's also teaching me how to move on quickly. Sort of. I mean, I'm building resilience. I mean, I did something today. I tried out something and I felt so bad that it didn't work out. And instead of me feeling down, it didn't prevent me from doing other things. I just moved on and started doing other experiments like, oh, it's done. Hi, Anil. Thank you for joining this live. Nice to meet you. Thank you so much. I am fine. Hope you are too. How are you doing? How is it going where you are? I'm fine actually. So thank you so much for asking. So today I'm just having random conversations, and I think I really need to start a series or something. Lessons from my research or lessons from the lab. Thank you so much. Oh, I'm glad to know that. Like lessons, I feel like there's a whole pack of lessons I'm learning. I was talking about how I'm learning patience. Do you know what it means that you try something, it fails, you try again, 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 it fails. And each time you do this, you do something else. You do this, you do something else. You keep trying, you keep reading, you keep learning. Like, you are not about to give up on something because it failed the first time, or because it failed the second, or the third, or the fourth, or the fifth, or the sixth, or the seventh. You just keep trying. It fails. You feel like, okay, I need to go check something. I need to go try again. I probably need to try a new strategy. I probably need to talk to someone. I probably need to ask for help. I probably need to read more articles, more books. I need to change strategy. I mean, it's just a process, an interesting one at that. If you're just joining, please don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to comment. Don't forget to drop a comment. If you have a question, please ask. Please ask. I don't know what you're talking about. Please ask. So I was just sharing how I feel like I really need to start a series on lessons from research. You know, when I there was a time I was very scared. I was very careful about coming online on Twitter, especially on X now, to read the experiences of people doing their PhD. It's always like they are sharing. Everybody sharing like heartbreak experiences, how it's tough out there, what they are going through. Until I also started experiencing it. And it's even tougher when when you are in sciences and you have to do like not just sciences, you are doing wet lab. There's so much life experiences that you can apply to your life. Like it seems every day there's something I really learn that I learned. Like yesterday I talked about how it's teaching me patience. I've become more patient. It's hard for me to give up on things because I've seen things resurrect back to life after just nurturing it. And also sharing about how we should treat some of those things like treat our dreams the way I treat a cell. Like a cell, even a cell is feels like a cell is about to die or is dying, and then you decide to not let it die. And then you nurture that cell every day. You feed it its nutrients, you check it every single day, you watch it, and then it survives. Sometimes you even sing to it, you talk to it, you pray over it. You don't give up on it because you see that the cells are weak or because they're about dying. You just keep trying. You just keep watching it. I can't give up on this thing. I just need to keep trying. I just need to keep focusing. I just need to keep speaking to it, keep watching it. If it's, you see, and then I was saying that something fails, you try again. It fails, you try again. It fails, you try again. What are you learning? You're learning how not to give up on something. And then today, something didn't work. It failed. I mean, you had a bad day, but you just move on quickly because you don't have time and there are other things you need to do. If it was maybe something else or maybe before, I probably say, oh, my day is messed up already. I can't go on anymore. Let me just go and take a break. Let me do something. But you just like put yourself together in a short time and then you move on with your life. I mean, this is not the end of the road. It doesn't mean that this doesn't define who you are. You know, sometimes even some of the things you do can make you feel like you are stupid, like you are not good enough, like you're not intelligent. That's how it makes you because imagine failing at something that you knew that you did the right thing. But then you are realizing that mistakes, failures is not something that defines you. It's just a phase. It's just something that happens. It doesn't define who you are. It doesn't define your abilities. It doesn't define your intelligence. It's just part of the process. It's just a phase in your life which you're going to get, not probably, you're definitely going to get right. And then you see that over time, you keep getting better, you keep growing, you keep learning, and then it becomes a part of your life because you've gotten used to learning a particular lesson. So for me, it's like I'm in a school. I mean, actually in a school, but it's like I'm in a school of life differently, where I'm able to apply these lessons that I had to other aspect of my life. I mean, like you see something, you're working so hard on something, and then you see it not giving the kind of results it's supposed to give. And then instead of just giving up on the thing, you just keep trying out. You keep spending time, effort, everything just to make it work. And then I think that's the thing that that made me even become more optimistic because I've seen things that I gave up on rise up and become better and become like something. Dreams or ideas that I gave up on, I've seen it become something useful. I've seen things just grow because you gave it time. Things become better because you gave it time. So I'm learning that you just need to give some things time. You can't just give up on something. You just need to give it time. You can't just let go. You just need to give it time. Everything is just time. I just need to give this thing time. I just need to be patient with this. I just need to be more patient with this thing, and it's going to get better. So I feel like it's a learning process for me. I feel I even need to start a series, lessons from my research. It's teaching me real life lessons. I mean, I can't give up on things easily now. And I'm able to, I can't give up on people easily. And then it's like building serious resistance for me, resilience. I'm becoming more resilient than before. I'm able to manage my emotions even more. I'm able to move on easily. And um, it's been a learning process for me. Do you know what? See, my reading ability has expanded. I read like, I read at the speed of light. I read very fast. My eyes can just glance through a region. I mean, my eyes can just glance through a procedure in the shortest period of time. Like I can just look at a paper and understand what it's talking about without having to read the entire paper because I don't have time. Imagine if you have to read like a whole lot of papers in the shortest period of time. So anyway, thank you for joining my life. Please, if you're just joining, this is Let's Talk with Ene. So here we talk productivity. We talk about consistency. I used to always say that everything is consistency. If you're just consistent with something, it's going to yield results. If you're consistent with your studies, you're going to get better. If you're consistent with a particular skill, you're going to be amazed at the kind of results you're going to get at the end of the day. If you're consistent with your business, you're going to get results. So I feel consistent if consistency is applied to everything, there's no way you will not be productive. Consistency brings about productivity most. Yes. So this and today I just wanted to rant a little. Usually when I'm on live, I choose a topic, talk about it, something that has to do with maybe people in my subscribers are searching for. But today I just decided to keep it open, like not talk about, not use a topic, just like rant or just say something, or just say something that I know or something that I'm learning. Because I'm someone who feels like people will learn better from you if you're sharing practical experiences than just sharing knowledge that they've learned, that they too can go browse on the internet. They can go get those information on the internet. They can go pick them from the internet. So it's not better to just share it with them. So it's better to share personal experiences that they can relate to, where you're sharing your struggles and then how you are overcoming them and then what you are learning from the process. Is it okay. Elia, I don't know. Labco. Hi, thank you for joining. Hi, thank you for joining my live. You're welcome. Do you have a question? If you have a question, please drop. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to comment. Don't forget to like. If you have a question, please ask. If you have something you would like me to talk about, please let me know. If you have most times I come on live randomly and then I want to talk about something and then someone is asking a question that is almost not related to what I want to talk about and then it end up being something very interesting and very productive just by someone asking a question. Because it's better to talk about what people want to know than talking about what you feel they should know or what they should learn about or hear about. You can be blabbing and they're not interested, but when they ask a question, you get to know what's on their mind and what they want to know. So, as usually my lives are very short. I'm still coming to the point where I want to begin to do longer lives, but for now, I keep it very short because I don't even have so much time, so I keep it quite short. And I hope that I see people come, come and have conversations with me, drop a question. I talk about things that I'm interested in, things that help speak what I'm interested in and what I stand for. I talk a lot about consistency. I talk a lot about productivity. I mean, I do that a lot. And I've been on this consistency journey. I even did 100 days consistency challenge. And it was like one of the most interesting parts, one of the most interesting moments of this year because I was so sure I was not going to be able to do it. So if this is a channel that you relate to, if this is a channel that you feel like with time you're going to learn a few things or you're going to enjoy, please don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to comment. Don't forget to like. I would want you to join me on this journey of discovery, this journey of productivity, of consistency, of building the best version of ourselves. It's a journey, it's a learning place, a place where we're learning, we're becoming better. You know, like yesterday, I was sharing about how people think they are saving money when they buy things at a discount, when there's a discount sales or when things are on sales. But the truth is that many people do not know that you are actually losing money buying things on sales. Like you are not saving money buying things on sales. That's the truth. I was sharing it with somebody and someone was telling me that they didn't see it from that perspective. Now imagine that you had a budget of 10K and the budget didn't include you purchasing clothes or shoes or utensils. But because you saw that there's a sales going on and they're selling clothes for 50% discount, 10% discount. Even if it's just 200, you bought that cloth of 50 or 10. Sincerely, it's not um it's not really you didn't really plan to buy it. So no matter the small amount of money, it has given your budget a deficit, something like that. It has given your budget a minus. You plan to spend 10K, but you ended up spending 15K because you wanted to buy clothes on a discount that you didn't even plan on it. It was on a discount, but that money was not part of the money you intended to spend. In short, you didn't even have plan to buy clothes for the next 3 months. But what have you been able to do? You've spent money you didn't plan to spend. Okay, Rosada. Okay, let me share. I don't know if you're still here. I hope you're still here. So I'll probably come back to what I'm talking about. how I is you, your question is you're interested in how to balance household tasks and everyday jobs. I think this is one of the things that I've been able to do. Now, for me, how I'm able to do that, let me share. I'm going to share my practical experience. How I'm able to do that. I have a family. I I cook fresh food, not like fresh food every day. I cook. We don't eat out. I cook, and then I'm trying to share this so that you know what I'm able to balance with. I cook, and then I'm a PhD student, so I do research. I also work with. I have an organization for teenagers. So, and I also volunteer with an organization. So that means I have all of this to balance, and that means every single day I go out. I go out to the lab every day from morning till evening. Like I came back this. It's one of the things that have been helping me to balance. It's having a very solid plan. Having a solid plan sincerely. I kind of like have a plan every week. Now I understand how my first of all I understand how it works for me. Like my research, my lab, it's tax based. So I'm assigned a tax every day. I mean, I'm assigned a tax weekly. I work on at my own pace, but I have to give results every month, every week, at the end of every week. So what I do, I tend to plan it in such a way that I'm able to I plan it in such a way that every day I'm able to do something no matter how little it is to achieving that. So I plan ahead. I create like I'm very detailed when it comes to plans. I do a very detailed plan. And then also my day starts in the morning. I think one of the game changer for me in balancing my tasks has been um waking up early. Like I wake up very early every day, very early. Now and that makes me do things I'm supposed to do earlier. And then I also go to the lab early before people come and do all the things I'm meant to do. So you see that before afternoon, before people come, I'm already done. And then another thing is procrastination. I don't pile up things. Now, household tasks may include maybe chores, maybe like cleaning the house, and washing, cooking, stuff like that. Now, for me, I do creative multitasking. Now, three things, four things I've mentioned. I have like a plan every week, how I want my week to go. I have details, what I need to do. First of all, what do I need to achieve every day in terms of the house, in terms of my lab, in terms of the teenagers, in terms of the place I volunteer to. What I split it into what I can achieve every single day, and then I wake up early every day to do them, and then I make sure I do things when I'm supposed to do. I don't shift them, and so now for cooking, I bulk cook. I cook in bulk. I don't cook like I don't know about people. Some people want to eat freshly made food. For me, I actually cook in large quantities. I cook mostly like 2 times or 3 times in a week for what to be sufficient for us. So I cook like a lot. And fortunately, I'm somebody who cook very fast. I can cook like multiple foods at a time. And I usually plan everything I want to do mentally. Like if I want to cook, I already plan it mentally. I sort out everything together. Like if I want to go to the store, I sort it out. I buy things in bulk. So I don't have to go to the store every day. So I buy everything I need in bulk, and my husband actually help me to buy them most times. He also help me out. We do the chores together. Now I buy everything in bulk, so I don't have to keep going to the store every day. And then when I want to cook, like for me where I'm from, I do soup, I do stew, I do rice, I do like what we call swallow. I don't know how to call it in English, like a molded this thing. So I cook the soup, I cook the stew, I cook this thing. If I want to bake, I bake. Now I do it in bulk that it will be enough for a period of days that I don't have to um do it again and again. And then I do creative multitasking or strategic multitasking. I do things that can actually do at the same time that one will not interfere with the other. So like while I'm cooking, now while I'm able to cook like two foods or three at the same time is while I'm boiling the rice, there's meat on the fire. The rice does not need me to be there. The meat is on the fire to make the soup or the stew, and then I could be making the semo. There's something like semo, something you turn. I could just boil water for that while I'm doing that. And while I'm doing that, I can be washing the plate while the things are boiling. I could put clothes in the washing machine while I'm taking my shower. The same vein, I could be cooking and doing the shower and probably listen to a sermon or doing something that I have to do or making phone calls to my parents or to someone. Also in the morning when I wake up in the morning, instead of just going out straight, I could I put the bed make the bed clean, wash. While I put the clothes in the washing machine, I could be sweeping the room, cleaning up the room. I don't wait until it piles up before I do them. I do things immediately. And that way it kind of saves me a lot of time. If I finish eating with one plate, I wash it immediately. So I think one of the things I used to make it hard is um, when we pile up things or when we don't do things when we're supposed to do. So for me, like now, I wake up in the morning. The first thing I do when I do a devotion, I go and I already have food in the fridge and all of that. I make up the bed. I go to take a shower. While I'm taking a shower, I could be doing something. I have already planned what I'm going to do in the lab. So every day before I come back, I plan my day ahead. I know that today, I know I'm not cooking today. I already know it. So today, I've created today for resting. Now, yesterday, what I did was that I cooked very early in the morning. Do you know what that means? I woke up earlier and I cooked before I went to the lab. I was still able to make it to the lab in the morning. I cooked earlier. Now, I was able to cook as many as I cooked. So when I came back, now I know that the food that was available was not going to be enough. But I felt that if I come back in the night, I'll be too exhausted to cook and I may have other things to do. Speak to, I need to attend meetings. I need to like and speak to the team I work with my teenagers. So I won't have the time. So I woke up earlier and then I started cooking. And then I was able to do it. Sincerely, I was able to do everything in 2 hours. And immediately I finished, what even made it 2 hours was because I had to clean up. I had to clean the kitchen, I had to clean the plates, I had to wash the plates and clean everywhere. And then once I was done, I took a shower and then I went to the lab. And then of course I finished early. I'd also planned to go to church after the lab. So that was why I deliberately even didn't leave early. And then when I went to the lab, I'd already planned my day. That today, food, lab, I was going to do this tax, this tax, this tax. And then, so the lab is basically like something where I spend most of my time. And then when I was done, I was able to finish. And then I still went to fellowship and I came back. By the time I came back, imagine when I came back, it was late already. But I had already done everything. I had already cooked earlier. I had already cleaned everywhere. So I just rested. So for me, what has helped me to create a balance is um putting a very solid plan and finding a way where I can do things in bulk, where I don't have to be wasting time or spending time doing things I should do at once and doing it instead of doing it do it now, do again. Like maybe I want to go grocery shopping. I decided to I go to grocery every day. I mean that's exhausting. But of course sometimes we can't say that for if someone cannot afford to buy things at once, they would have to buy as in smaller quantities. But me to save time and to help myself, I buy them in large quantities and I bulk cook. I plan everything. Like from the beginning of the week, I have an idea what I need to do in the house, what I need to do in the lab, what I need to do for the teenagers, what I need to do with my team. Like today, I had a meeting with the people I volunteer with. We had a meeting. We also have a conference coming up for teenagers, and I also write. I also make a post and write a video on social media. I just make a plan that this time should be for this time, and this time should be for this time. Like for the post I make on social media, like on Facebook, I I mostly schedule my posts. I create like I can schedule a post for an entire week. Whenever I have little amount of time, I write everything, and so every week, every day, there's something dropping every day without me having to do much. So whenever I have a free time, I utilize it so much. But every week and every day, I already have an idea what I want to do. Like, okay, this is what I want to do in the house. This is what I want to do in school. This is what I want to do with the teenagers. This is what I want to do with in my, and this is the plan. Already, like you see now for YouTube, I have specific time that I come online. These are time that I've been fixed for it. And I, for me, what I focus on is consistency. That every time I have it, normally I have like two time schedule that I come online on YouTube whenever I want to. If I miss one, I take the other. Days when I where time is generous, I do the two. But the focus is to be consistent. But I think the game changer for me has been waking up early, not procrastinating, having a very solid plan, not just doing things haphazardly, having a goal and then having a plan on how to do them. Now you may say, why will I have a goal about creating this thing? It's about when you take everything serious, it's easier to balance it more. It's easier to create balance when you're intentional about everything. You don't take it so serious. And I utilize every single time. I utilize lose time. I used to call it lose time. Like you see, for instance, if I'm going to the lab and maybe I'm in the train or something, the time from that place to the train, I could be reading a book, or sometimes I'm even with my laptop. If it's longer, I could be attending to something. I could be replying messages, working with my team, calling somebody, writing a text, like that. And I also don't spend so much time on social media. But the interesting thing is that when you come to my social media page, my Facebook page, you think I'm online every day. You think I'm online the whole time because you see my post just falling. I have a specific time. I kind of plan it. In short, there was a time I even had like a freezing in this like something that restricts my time on spending time on things like Facebook. Like once I spend more than 2 hours on online, it freezes my app and gives me like an alarm, like it's time for you to leave online. So I just come to drop post. I schedule the post. I should schedule like 5 posts. Like I already scheduled like how many posts for today. I'm not online, but it's going to be dropping every single time for the rest of today. Tomorrow it can be those posts. I only make them when I'm free. Maybe when I'm not stuck in the traffic. Maybe when I'm on my way and I'm just instead of just watching other people live their lives, reading people's texts. People's watching people's timeline. I just use that time. I utilize that time. When I'm waiting for my turn, instead of just whiling away time, I do something. So I kind of like create a way to utilize every single time I get. But don't get don't feel like, do you have time to rest? Of course I have time to rest. I have time to play. I have time to have fun. I have time for my family. I have time to go out. Someone asked me that, how are you able to have time when you're always busy? It's by being very intentional, by being very intentional, by learning how to, by not procrastinating, by splitting your tasks into smaller activities and being consistent. I think another thing is consistency. Consistency has really helped me to create a balance. Like Instead of doing things at once where you are exhausted and there's so much to do, you split it into smaller things and do them every day in bits and pieces. And you make sure you are consistent at it. I think for me, the most has to be waking up early and having a goal. And not just having a goal. Yesterday, I talked about how important it is to have a goal and then have a goal and then not just have a goal, have a how. How do you want to achieve them? When? And then splitting them. Okay, I want to make like 200 million at the end of the year, or I want to be posting videos every day. I mean, 10 videos at the month. You split it into, or I want to read this number of books at the end of the year. You split it into what you want to do at the month, what you want to do at the week. Like, okay, 200 goals. Or for instance, I want to make 1 million, or let's say 1 million at the end of the year. And then that means you have to make 100,000 at the end of the month. 100,000 how? That means you have to make at least how much at the end of the week. And then how do you want to do this every day? I'm going to maybe do a live, maybe I'm going to be more hardworking or get a side hustle. Or every day I'm going to make healthy choice that does not make me spend more money. I'm going to stop impulse buying. I'm going to save at least how much every single day. If I don't have the finances yet, that means I need to create a source of income that would other sources of income that would aid me to save such amount of money every month. Other sources of income that would, or and then probably I need to stop eating out and start um I need to stop eating out and start cooking. I need to stop using the taxi or Ubers and start using public transport. Especially if you cannot afford it. I'm not saying you shouldn't live luxury life or you shouldn't live the kind of life you want. And you see, for me, that though, in the midst of all this, I still post videos every day. One of the things I do is also bulk. I do this thing. I do bulk videos. Like sometimes I do videos at the when like yesterday and today I had like extra time. You see, yesterday when I woke up, I it seems yesterday I had to do everything. Yesterday I cooked a lot of food. Yesterday I did videos. I did like 4 videos at least. I did 4 videos. Now that means I will be able to post videos every day. Today I still did like how many? That means even if I don't have time to do videos again for the whole of this week, I already have videos for every day. And sometimes to keep me in check, I kind of write things I want to do, like every day to do list for the house. What do I want to do for the house? What do I want to do in the lab? And then who do I need to send the message to? And it kind of has helped me a lot. And so I do things when I'm supposed to do. So I think doing things when you're supposed to do kind of helps you to create a balance. And then having a plan, like mental plan, physical plan, a plan on the paper. And I think that's one of the things that keeps me in check. At the beginning of the week, I'm like, Esther, Ene, you need to do this, you need to do that. And just like that, sincerely, waking up early was one of the things that helped me create that perfect balance, one of the major things. I was waking up very late before. I was waking up very late. And I discovered that by the time I wake up very late, I can't do any other thing again. It's hard for me to do other things. I'm exhausted. I've lost interest. I'm tired. I don't have the energy to do other things. I rush out to the lab. By the time I get to the lab, people already use the equipment I want to use. I have to wait for them. Sometimes I don't do it because everybody is using the equipment. By the time they are done, I can't do anything for the day. It's remember that I couldn't do anything, so I shift it to the next day. I wake up late again the next day. I'm unable to do anything. And I'm already remember that I woke up late, so I couldn't do the house chores. So I had to rush out. So those things are piling up. And then tomorrow I have to keep shifting. But imagine that I did them when I had to do them. But when I started waking up early, I discovered I even had extra time. Now, because I woke up, because my is tax based, by the time I woke up early in the morning, I was able to do what I had to do. And then I was able to get to the lab early. Before people even start coming to the lab, I'm already done with everything. In the afternoon, I'm done. And that time, I can now use that time for other things. And then from there, I am able to, because of that, I'm able to come home early and sleep early. And because I slept early, I don't come home exhausted and having other things to do. Because, the time I used to be late, when I come back, I still have loads of things to do at home waiting for me. By the time I'm doing that, I'm exhausted and I have to sleep late and then wake up late again. But because I've done things earlier and I've been able to do things I'm supposed to do, by the time I'm sleeping, I sleep early and I'm able to wake up early and I wake up feeling fresh. In the morning, there's this energy that I have and I utilize my peak energy a lot. I try to monitor when I have this burst of energy and this thing. I use it a lot and it helps me to stay more productive. And when you get help from people, it also makes it even better. So for me, that is how I'm able to do so many things at the same time, actually. Creative multitasking. I used to call it strategic multitasking because sometimes people multitask and end up doing so many things at the same time that they are unable to, they become overwhelmed or become confused that they can't do so much. I mean, when you are multitasking, there should be things that you can actually do at the same time. Like I can put clothes in the washing machine, I can put food on the fire, and I'm cleaning the room. I make the bed, I run to go check if the food is done or if I need to put something. While I'm cooking, instead of waiting till I finish cooking before I clean up, while I'm cooking, I can be cleaning up and washing the plates and then arranging the things. I wouldn't wait for this thing. For me, mainly I finish cooking, I wash the pots and everything. I don't leave the pots and wait until much later. As I'm cooking, I'm washing the pots, I'm cleaning everywhere. So by the time I'm done, everywhere is clean. So you see, three things can actually happen. And at the same time, I could be listening to a podcast or listening to a sermon or listening to something or making a call or something. This can work at the same time. So like washing, cleaning the house, cooking, all can be happening at the same time without even affect anyone affecting the other. So just in 1 hour or two, I've been able to do like three things at the same time. Make my bed, rest, um, clean the room, cook, and then um what's it called? I mean like wash my clothes. And then by the time I finish cooking, the clothes would have finished would have finished washing in the washing machine and then I can just dry it. And even if I don't have washing machine, I remember when I was younger and where when I didn't have we didn't have washing machine. What would do I could do that too. While I'm cooking, I put clothes in the bucket and then I'm also cleaning the room at the same time. I will wash one cloth, rinse it, I'll go and check the food on the fire. I will clean the room. I would fix the bed and run out, go and check the food. I'll go and wash one clothes. And I'm washing the clothes. I'll quickly come and check on the food. I'll wash my hand, check the food. Before you know, in 2 hours, I'm done with everything because imagine when I'm cooking, I cannot sit and be watching the food done. I cannot sit on except it's something that has to, maybe if I'm frying, maybe frying something. But if it's something that I have to boil, I don't have to sit there to watch it boil. I can use that time to be doing something else instead of just using and the truth is that one of the major distractions is that social media can be a very major distraction. Like you say, oh, let me just read this post for 2 minutes. And the next time you've spent 1 hour, 2 hours, three. And then you think you don't have time, but you've been able to spend 5 hours on social media just scrolling. And the truth is that it seems like there's this spirit that makes social media time just go faster when you are when you are when you are on social media. Like the time is just it's not going. And then next time you are watching reels, watching Instagram reels, watching Facebook reels, and then before you know, it's 2 hours. Next time is three. And then you were just saying you didn't have time. For me, I'm very intentional when it comes to spending time on the internet, social media. Trust me, I have time. I have time for it, but I don't use time I'm supposed to use for something else. I use my social media at night when at night means at night or early in the morning. In the morning means when I'm on my way out, like when I'm in the train going to the lab. In the night when I'm resting at home, because the truth is, I didn't mention that one of the things I'm very intentional about doing. I make sure I do all I'm supposed to do that has to do with school, that has to do with work. I don't bring them home. I feel when I come home, I want to spend time at home with my family. I want to have time to call my loved ones, to reach out to people, to spend time with my family. So I leave everything. I don't even bring my work laptop. I don't even bring my laptop home. I leave it on the table. I make sure I finish everything that has to do with that. Except, of course, there are cases and exception where I have to bring it home and I have to do other things. But once I finish it, there I come and that's it. So in the evening and at night, I'm able to spend like 1 or 2 hours just catching cruise, laughing. And then sometimes when I'm waiting for something, I could be using that time to maybe when I'm in the train or my ways from somewhere, I could just be using that time. But I don't just spend good time or time I'm supposed to use to do other things on social media. It's not possible. I'm very intentional about that. So I don't know. I feel like I said so many things. So Ro- is it Rosada? Sorry, I hope I did not bore you with my thought. I hope you are still here though. I hope you've not left. I hope you heard me. I was just talking and I was not even giving a break. I was just saying so many things. And I think you helped me to make this life long. I was actually planning to run away from the life after 10 minutes or after at most 15 minutes. I'm surprised I was able to stay. It's already 47 minutes and I'm still here. Thank you so much for also joining. I hope you were able to get this thing. And if one of the things I used to feel like I had so much to do and I was getting exhausted. But once I was able to learn how to create balance, now sincerely I have time to rest. See, I'm back already. Especially for things you're able to control. There are some things you cannot control. Like if you have to maybe work from maybe 8 to 4 in the evening, and then maybe you are someone who is from a place where you have to deal with traffic every day. These are things you cannot control. But even in the midst of that, you can try to work on the ones you can control. Now I'm able to control my time to an extent because okay, mine is tax based. So even if I do it in the morning or in the night, provided I'm able to do it, that's the most important thing. And so I make sure I'm able to commit to it every single day. So what you are able to control, you make sure you control it well. The one you can't control, you try to make sure you do it well and you do the order so that the balance is there. Thank you so much. Is it Kempa? I'll be careful not to murder people's name when I'm online because I don't I don't know what would say that would like when I pronounce somebody's name in a way that's not right, and then the person will be probably offended. But of course, it's not intentional. I try as much as I can to see if I can pronounce somebody's name correctly. Thank you so much. Sincerely, Rosita, I'm really grateful that you helped me to talk about this and to. It's actually when you ask that question that I realized that indeed I've been able to create balance. I've been able to master the art of creating a balance. Because I'm realizing that how am I able to do some of these things? How am I able to get time to do a lot of all of these things when I have a lot to do and still be able to spend time and still be able to create time to have fun and do all of other things. Like today now, because I cooked yesterday and I did a lot of things yesterday. Today now I actually have time to rest. In short, I came back home to come and watch movies. I came back home today to rest. In short, I even got like chocolates, I got biscuits, I got wafers, I got some things that I was going to just chill. And I'm also intentional about creating time to rest. Let me not become so exhausted that I don't have that I'm tired. Thank you so much and have a nice day. I'm also ending the live right now. Thank you very much. Please don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to comment. Have a nice day and a nice night.